even got a vision versus Jesus Christ, who performed miracles openly and after he rose again from the dead testified to his bodily resurrection to 500 or more people. Come on, now the two aren't equal.
But you know, you look at, what version of the Bible do you read, Bob?
Well, I enjoy, sometimes I read King James, sometimes I read NIV, sometimes I read Living Bible.
Okay.
I happen to have sitting right next to me here an NIV, but these are translations.
I look at it, though, and then you look at the history of, say, King James. And then how can you look at the true history of King James, and then how could you accept a translation of a Bible that he put together?
Then fine, read the American Standard or the New International Version. Come on, get a different version here. And whether or not his life was exemplary, and we both know that it wasn't, has nothing to do with whether or not the translators were accurate in their writing. You still haven't dealt with the issue. You are trading off Jesus Christ and his public testimony and the historicity of his existence for, as I said, a frothing at the mouth epileptic camel driver who had a vision in a cave. Now, come on, Molek, come on.
Then how do I know, or how do you know, seeing how when the Quran came into existence, neither of us was there. When the Bible came into existence, neither of us was there. How is it that either one of us can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that either of these books is authentic?
Well, for example, we've got the big... No, Molek, we've got... Molek.
You choose to believe.
Molek, we've got Dead Sea Scrolls. We've got the Septuagint. We've got other manuscripts. But you're taking the word out of an illiterate camel driver who memorized and communicated this thing orally. There aren't even the thousands of extant manuscripts of the Quran to back up its historical literary legitimacy like there is the Bible. Now, come on, Molek, you have made an emotional decision. You have made, in my opinion, an angry decision. You are running from something to something, not to something because it's the truth. Molek? Are you there? I tell you, I think what has happened here is it sounds like a cellular phone. And we're going to... I hate those cellular phones. I mean, I know what they're like. And Molek, my apology. You and I were just kind of getting it on there good and having a good time battling these issues back and forth. Pray for Molek, would you? I think this is a very bright, sincere man who obviously has got some deep concerns and legitimate issues that he's raised. But hey, come on now. Let's look at it. Jesus versus Muhammad. Look at the facts of who they were. I need you to let me know you really do appreciate this show today. Anne's on the line in Royal Palm Beach, Florida.
Hello?
Anne.
Yes.
Yes, Anne, go ahead.
Sir, I feel sorry for you. I have to tell you that you are completely consumed by Satan, that you have such a prejudiced view about Islam. You are no expert, and you have no right to spread things that are not true. Farrakhan does not speak for all Muslims, and Farrakhan does not speak for God or the Quran.
Okay, well, I'll grant you that, and you can call me tomorrow and argue about that, but tell me what I...
Love, if you are a Christian person, Christianity is accepted in Islam.
And...
Yes.
Now, first of all, if you're going to accuse me of not telling the truth and calling me a liar, you better get real...
I'm telling you the facts.
I'm telling you the facts.
You are not an expert.
Sir.
Who designated you as an expert of the Islamic faith?
What have I said that is...
Appreciate it. If you are going to talk about the Islamic faith, bring people who have knowledge. People who can speak about it. But you are taking Farrakhan's views. No, I'm not. Teaching the whole state about Islam.
Ma'am, you know about the doctrine of shirk?
Excuse me?
You know about the doctrine of shirk?
Listen, I'm a Muslim person.
Well, then you know about that doctrine, and that is the doctrine which forbids, totally forbids associating anyone or anything with the divinity. Just let me talk. Let me talk.
Preaches? I don't believe in what he preaches, and
I'm not talking about Farrakhan.
Think he's using Islam.
The doctrine of shirk has nothing to do with Farrakhan. It has to do with associating anything with God's divinity. And you know that it is utter...
You can't do that, sir. That's the problem with Christianity. Christianity is a good faith except for one thing.
What?
They associate other gods with God. There's only...
Now you're being honest.
Human beings can never can never be elevated to be a God.
Jesus is God.
No, sir, you've got it wrong, and I feel sorry for you. I wish I could help you. You are risking your own salvation by saying that. There's only one God. God has created this whole wide world. What is so strange about him giving power to a human being?
Excuse me.
Or miraculous.
Excuse me.
Without
Excuse me.
a father.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Muhammad got choked in a cave by an angel. Jesus turned water into wine, walked on the water, and opened blind eyes. There is a big difference between the two.
Listen, they both revealed God's revelations.
Muhammad didn't cure lepers.
So Jesus was a carpenter.
Muhammad did not walk on water.
Listen,
Muhammad did not rise again from the dead.
I don't know why you guys choose to be so immature. I think people have to grow up and educate themselves a little bit better because it's so ridiculous. The conscience will not even accept it. Although people preach it, they do preach it extensively and they make a lot of money. But if you're going to do it for that reason, then God will condemn us and bring them to hell.
Man. You are ticking me off. Do you know that? You're frustrating me. Now listen to me. Ann, you still there?
I'm still here.
I'm running out of time. You call me back tomorrow. I'll set up so you can call me tomorrow.
I will do that. Bye-bye.
Wow. I mean, just about the time I think that I'm going to kind of slide comfortably out of this hour, I get hit with Ann, the freight train. Our Mac up in Michigan is still listening to me. Now, I want to ask you, Mac, you were such a nice guy. Why couldn't you call me at the end of the second hour so I could have ended on a nice note? We're talking to a nice one.